So first of all, you need to understand why you should create your own image. It is extremely safe. First of all, there's no software that could potentially be in other images, and then you can choose whichever OS you want. Now you will need three things. The first is a program called Putty. Download it and install it into your PC. And the second one will be a software called VNC Viewer. This one will help you connect to the image and create your own custom image. So we'll move on to creating the droplet. Now I recommend you follow along and pick what I choose. That will make it easier. Pick at least $20 a month. You can't go less than that. For the data center, choose whichever one's closest to you. For me, it's gonna be Singapore, and you will have to create your own password and remember it yourself. Hostname, choose your own hostname, and we'll create the droplet soon. It's gonna take a few moments, but once it's done, you can click on it and we shall see that it's been created. Now all you need to do is open Putty once it's finished installing, and just copy the IP address on the left section there, and just copy paste there. Port is 22. Just open it and then accept that security alert. Now log in as root and enter your password previously. Just right click to paste on Putty, and you should be able to enter. Now for the next section, you'll need all of these lines of code. Just input them one by one and it'll immediately run by itself and install all the necessary files before you get started on creating the image. Just copy and paste. I'll put the link in the description, and don't forget to also sign up using my link below. Okay, so once that's done, you can now create an empty image using this command right here. Now you can edit the name based on what OS you want. For me, it's gonna be Windows 2019, so I'm gonna write Windows 2019.image. And then now we have to download the drivers for the Windows. Now here I'm giving you a link to find whichever version is the most updated. For me, it's this one, and I'm going to try and grab the links for you. And after that, we have this Windows Server. Now there's a lot of options here: Server 2019, 2016, 2012, and even 2022, and you can pick whichever one you want. And in here you should put your own details and sign up using your own details. And once you get that, you'll get this link and you can get it directly, or you can just copy my command below. As you can see, the first one will be downloading the drivers. It'll take a few seconds. And then we will download the Windows OS, the ISO file that we get from Microsoft themselves. It'll also take a few seconds. Okay, now we need to check if we have all the necessary files. Just click type ls and you will see at least 3 files there. The next step is to emulate the Windows OS using the command below, and then after you copy paste, you need to click enter twice, and you should be able to connect to VNC with the IP address. This will pop up and this window will appear. It should take a few minutes to load this up, but I've sped it up so it's a bit quicker. Once you log in, you'll see the screen and you can click install now. Okay, here you want to pick the one that says desktop experience, since that one installs the graphical user environment as well. Now you need to custom install, since we need to install some drivers. Uncheck that and browse, and here you will need two things. First of all, it's going to be the VO store, and here you will have a bunch of options. Pick the one that matches your OS. For me it's 2K19 since it's 2019. Pick whichever one and install it. Okay, the next one we will need one more, and it is going to be net-kvm. As typical, choose your own OS and install whichever one. Once that's done, just click next and Windows should start to install. This will take a few minutes, maybe even more, depending on how fast the Droplet is, so just be patient. So this Droplet will restart a few times when it's installing. Just don't worry when it flashes and closes by itself. It will eventually boot up normally. As you can see here, now you can pick your own password to log into Windows. I recommend an easy one for now. Now the controls in this VNC viewer will be a bit laggy, and loading to Windows will also take a bit of time, so just be patient. Now you just need to send Ctrl-Alt-Delete via VNC settings. Enter your password before, and we just need to wait for the Droplet to load Windows. This will take time, and I'm going to fast forward a bit. Now here I fast forwarded a bit. Now there's two things that we need to do here. First of all is remote desktop. We need to enable it and uncheck that box. And the other thing that we need to do is to disable the Ctrl-Alt-Delete login. So we wouldn't have to always press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to log in to your Windows. You can go there by following the steps on the video. just click enable that and you're done. At this point, all you need to do is restart your Windows and let it save the settings. This will also take some time, so just be patient. And once you get into the login screen, you can safely close the viewer and exit from Putty by clicking Ctrl+C. And then now is the next step. We need to be able to host the file in our Droplet. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 files. Now all we need to do is compress the image file. Now this will take a lot of time, about 20 minutes to compress. Once it's done, you will see that we now have a file called windows2019.gz. Okay, the next thing we want to do is follow these commands so that we can actually grab our file from this droplet. This will install Apache, and then we are going to allow it. And then the next thing will be to copy the zipped file into an accessible spot. Fast forward again. Now to check if it works, all you need to do is copy your IP, open a new browser, and slash the name of the file .gunzip, and it will immediately download. You'll know it works if it downloads by itself. Now there's a few things I recommend here. I recommend you to download the file entirely and host it on Google Drive so you can actually reuse it over and over for future projects. That's it. Thanks for watching.